Robin Williams didn't take his life because he was depressed. He didn't overdose. He wasn't hiding a relapse. The truth is, Robin Williams was battling something far more terrifying. Something even doctors didn't recognize until it was too late. This is the story they didn't tell you. To the world, Robin Williams was unstoppable, a genius with energy that felt endless, switching from one character to another in seconds, lighting up every room, every screen. But behind that brilliance, there was confusion, memory lapses, panic. He started forgetting lines, losing control of his body, and no one, not even Robin, understood what was happening. He thought he was going crazy, but the truth is, he was dying. In 2013, Robin began experiencing sudden paranoia. He couldn't sleep. He had tremors in his left hand. He couldn't remember simple things, names, cues, even entire scenes. But what terrified him the most was that he knew something was wrong. He told his wife, "I just want to reboot my brain." Doctors thought it was early Parkinson's. They gave him medications. They told him to rest. But the symptoms didn't stop. They got worse. During his final projects like The Crazy Ones and Night at the Museum, Robin was struggling. Crew members later admitted they had to reshoot simple scenes multiple times. Lines he would normally memorize in minutes were suddenly impossible. But Robin kept pushing. He didn't want anyone to worry. He still made jokes between takes, still tried to be on, but inside, he was terrified. He wasn't losing his edge, he was losing himself. Robin was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, but the diagnosis didn't explain everything. The fear, the anxiety, the hallucinations, the deep confusion. He started isolating himself. He barely slept. He became convinced he was losing his mind. But no one, not even the doctors, realized they were missing something massive. Robin wasn't just sick, he was being destroyed by a disease almost no one talks about, and no one would discover what it really was until after he was gone. When Robin Williams died in August 2014, the world was stunned. We thought we lost him to depression, but when doctors opened his brain, they found something far more terrifying. His brain had been under siege by a disease that was attacking his memory, his movement, his identity, all at once. The real cause of death? Lewy body dementia. Lewy body dementia is one of the most aggressive and misdiagnosed neurological disorders in the world. It looks like Parkinson's. It acts like Alzheimer's. It feels like schizophrenia, and it mimics all of them at once. Tiny clumps of protein called Lewy bodies spread through the brain like wildfire. They block neurotransmitters. They choke neural signals. They destroy everything that makes you you. And the worst part, there is no cure, and barely anyone knows how to recognize it. Robin was fighting this invisible war alone. In his final weeks, he grew quieter. He stopped sleeping. He cried without knowing why. He was terrified that he was losing his mind, but in reality, his brain was being hijacked. He had panic attacks in the middle of the night. He would freeze mid-sentence. He forgot how to open a door. That morning, Susan, his wife, left their bedroom quietly. She thought he was sleeping. Later that day, he didn't answer his calls. By the time his assistant forced the door open, Robin was gone. There was no alcohol, no drugs, no relapse, only a note and a locked room. But the truth was still buried until the autopsy report came out. According to the report, Robin's brain was riddled with Lewy bodies. His doctors said it was one of the worst cases they had ever seen. It had spread through nearly every region of his brain, especially the parts responsible for emotion, memory, and movement. And yet, no one had diagnosed it, not even the best specialists. That's how cruel Lewy body dementia is. It hides, it wears masks, it mimics other illnesses, and it takes people down before they even realize what's happening. In the years after his death, Susan Schneider Williams made it her mission to tell the world what really happened. She revealed how Robin was fighting something the bravest man would be crushed by. She even wrote an article titled, "The Terrorist Inside My Husband's Brain." It wasn't suicide. It wasn't weakness. Robin Williams died from a disease that stole him in slow motion, while no one, not even the people closest to him, could see it coming. He made the world laugh. He made the world feel. But behind that light was a storm. If you or someone you love is struggling with memory loss, hallucinations, or sudden personality changes, don't assume it's just stress or depression. Sometimes the mind is fighting a war the body doesn't understand. Robin's death wasn't the end of a joke. It was the final act of a battle none of us saw until it was too late.